What up, world? You already know it's Baltimore's own Boi da Dome, baby.
See, if you listening to the sound of my voice, I bring one of the most official niggas I know in the city, right? He go by the name of Boi da Dome, so we gonna take you on a tour of our city. 410-443, stand tall. Salute!
I create good music. You know what I'm saying? For people that understand the struggles of street trials and tribulations, and made it out to something better. So, you know, that's my story.
Like a Harlem nigga, but I'm from Baltimore. Killer like a Cali boy, but I'm from Baltimore. Swag like I make a tour, but I'm from Baltimore. Yeah, I'm from Baltimore. I know you heard of me before.
How did you get into music?
How did I get into music? It was like a gift from Allah, God, you know, or whoever you may worship, but it was a gift because it wasn't nothing that I always wanted to do as a kid, but I was always musically inclined, you know what I'm saying?
I started rapping when I was like, in the 5th grade. Started out. Did my first show, my cousin put me on her first show. That's when I had the jam set on. That's when the jam sets was rocking. You know, if you the old school niggas, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, jam sets. That's when that was going on. My cousin put me on her first show, and after that, it was just like, I just felt like that's where I needed to be.
Can y'all fuck with me real quick? Can y'all fuck with me real quick? Already. Yeah. Always in my own trick that I chosen. Out the box. It's time to put the shit on shit.
I was in the studio after coming home from Atlanta, from jail. I was incarcerated a little while, and I was here in Baltimore in the studio with one of my friends who was into music. His brother didn't come to the studio that day. So when his brother didn't come to the studio that day, Dad, you know, asked me to try it, and I already had been there so many times prior to that with different artists like Caddy the Don, 100 Grand, you know what I'm saying, Los and them. So, you know, I was already fond of it, and I tried it, you know what I'm saying? And when I tried it, the results and the response I got off the record I did, it was called Swagged Out. People like more or less couldn't believe it, and they took to it, and you know, anything that I like or I take a liking to or start learning to love, I entertain and I take it serious. So now I'm Boi da Dome, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I was just scared to let the people know I knew how to do it, because at the time it was a different time for me. So, you know, I was scared. I don't think I was ready for anybody to know I could do it. My brother always knew I can do it, but I would never jump out there and jump in no crowds or ciphers or anything like that. Then once I got my first shot at it, it's been on ever since. Ever since.
Coming from a background in the streets, how did like other people in the streets take to you going into the music side?
Oh, like I said, we from Baltimore, so like we thought it was for coons to rap until certain guys like myself and 100 Grand and Caddy and Rico Reed and a couple of artists here in Baltimore would rap. We made it out what we would call quote unquote cool to rap. You know what I'm saying? Because before we started rapping, we felt like it was for coons. Like, no, coons rap, but not seeing the big picture of the financial stability and really when you can get your message of something that means so much to you and is so surreal to you, and there's so many people in the world can feel your story when it can reach across the world and people take to it and get different responses and feelings behind your music. That's when you know your music is becoming moral, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, music is moral, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's beyond life, you know what I'm saying?
Hey yo, hold up, before we go any further, I want to say this, my DJ Ambitious, make some noise for him. Yeah. That's my brother J Phone right there on the drums, you heard me. Make some noise for Wisdom Court. Summer Jam, alright, shout out to Billy Live. Hey, I was thinking about doing something. But fucking go to this over. Yeah. Hands up, let me see the hands up here. Let me see the hands up over here. Hands up.
So what's up, DJ 5 Star? Did you enjoy the show tonight?
Well, absolutely. I had 2 shows to enjoy because I DJ'd Drew Hill from 3:30 and seen all these acts come out. They built it up, and Drew Hill murdered it, Baltimore's finest. I came over to see what I really wanted to see, because core hip hop, man, and this is where it all began. Annexx, Slam, da. I'm a B-boy, standing in my B-boy stance, Herb, give me the microphone before I bust my pants. This is Baltimore. We real hip hop. It's all real people out here, and that's what I love to see. When real see real, it's always a beautiful thing. You know we love you. Diamond K, radio, we gon' on fire. Ah!
I came up with a great idea of how could we market something different, because the biggest question to not only me but other artists across the world would make you out of everybody so different, especially coming from our market and the market of what we promote and what we sell as artists. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be a D-boy. Everybody want to prove that they real. Everybody want to do certain things to make people think certain things. But Baltimore is one tap market that I think the world ready for. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about one artist or a group of artists in Baltimore. I feel like that everybody in the whole who's working very hard, is part of the reason why the city is exploding, and explosive as it is. So a lot of time when I respond, I don't want to be actually talking about other artists or making that my main objective, but they are really a part of being responsible for why we are as big as we are right now and continue getting big every day.
Start doing things, start working with my man B. Going down his house working, you know what I'm saying? He was in the dirt bikes real heavy, so I just started sampling, working with his sampling beats, stuff like that. Start sampling with his sampling and break records, you know what I mean? Came up with something, started letting people hear it, they liked it. It was shocking to me that people liked it. Then once it got in the hands of DJ Concrete, he was like, yo, we gonna hook up. He was with Balls and Knuckles at the time, shout out to Hugh Lord, you know what I mean? And then I got the call out the blue to come through and do some stuff, you know what I mean? And then that's when the Annexx Click was formed. And Diamond K was there for that.
Me and my team, we came up with a great, idea of how we can, prove ourselves being different. So when we sat down, we had a couple different ideas, and we ain't gonna put none on the table because it's stuff that we still may use because they call us the trendsetters. People have a tendency of taking our ideas and running with it. So we came up with the syringe. You know what I'm saying? When you pop the back out, it turned to a USB, and it was dope sell itself. You know what I'm saying? And it just went viral. It hit a couple major magazines. It got the eyes of a couple industry people and people that were very important. And at this moment, it is in the baby status, but the world's seen it, and I guess it's just gonna grow in my career. And as I go, I guess I'll be blessed for the idea that we came up with. You know what I'm saying?
Well, people can pick up the album now.
Yeah, they can pick up the album now. iTunes, Amazon, Tidal, all the social networks, but not Spinrilla, because we selling we selling it, but it will be on Spinrilla in the next month or so for streaming or whatever. And until then, what I'm saying, we just working hard. We got our own Pandora station. We just continue to work hard. Just follow the campaign if you haven't, and just start. And and I guess you can respect me as it go, because I do it for Baltimore City. You know what I'm saying?
What keeps you motivated? Because you've achieved a lot of things here. What keeps you motivated and hungry?
My people, the city. Cause see, I don't really go out to the clubs and be hanging out too much. You know what I'm saying? So I may not reap a lot of benefits, and I'm not as young as a lot of these artists who have these kids following to they can immediately see the response. But and where it need to be seen, I see it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like if I could change, one or two brothers' lives every month or 10 years or whatever it may be, I feel like that, the harder I go and the more that they understood where I came from and could see where it's possible for me to go, and I'm going to end up, because I'm going to go there and I'm going to get there, believe me. It's a better chance for them to know that it's real. You know what I'm saying? When they look up and they see D-Boy, a person that they seen doing all of these things that he knows rapping about is real, is on billboards and not for killing nobody or the police looking for him. It's amazing, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that, I'm a major reason why a lot of rappers in Baltimore that's from the street rap now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to take sole responsibility for that and have a whole bunch of controversial conversations going on, but I'm one of the main reasons why, because of the rapport and the way that you know, the kids look at me and the reflect I have on them, you know what I'm saying? So you can have 15 different hustlers, but if they look at this hustler special in a certain way, you understand what I'm saying? I was that guy, that was that special guy, and now he's doing something different, so it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be better than him. That's why I have a whole lot of people coming, I'm gonna be better than him, but I'm not mad with it, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's motivation. It's an alpha male sport, you know, it's a competition to have fun. I just feel like that ain't really no necessary to be killing and beefing and, you know, doing all the unnecessary activities behind it. It's unnecessary. Because anybody can be a gangster, but I feel like what's gangsters get the money, you know what I'm saying?
Annexx Click, that was me, myself, K Mack, DJ Concrete, Silhouette, and Wiz. You know what I mean? And we was Annexx Click was signed to Concrete Foundation, an independent label that started here in Baltimore, one of the first independent labels from Baltimore, you know. And Concrete had the vision, and he just put it together by, you know, piecing us together, me and Silhouette, and we just been rocking on for years, you know what I mean? So shout out to Silhouette, Concrete, and Wiz, you know what I mean? Annexx Click for life.
You talked a little bit about Baltimore having, you know, like having a breakout moment. What do you think it'd take for the city to really have a spotlight on it?
For one, people, places, and things has changed. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to take change. Because a lot of people that's in position, again, I always say it, and I know people probably get mad because I make my own, you know, synopsis about stuff. But the people that's in position is not even trying to give the talent a chance to blossom unless it's beneficial to them at that moment. So I feel like that what it's going to take, it's going to take the right people, and it's going to take more than one, because they ain't just going to get one deal out, and that's what people fail to realize. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to take a team of millionaires or whatever these people that sit at these tables, these labels, to make this city what it's supposed to be. But if they look at it right now, they designed it, because remember 10, 15 years ago they wouldn't let street guys rap. You would end up in the feds or get yourself caught up, or you had to live a certain way to make these people rap. Now they're allowing this because it's going to create more revenue. And I'm not a politic, but at the end of the day, you got stadiums, you got, you know, casinos, you got all of these things going through the city, and where's the money for the revenue of artists, music? You understand? That's a part of life now, you know what I'm saying? Every city across America, artists and hip-hop, it makes a part of the revenue that creates and controls the cities, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that they're ready to open the door for us. I feel like that people just need to see that, stop making a lot of wrong decisions, which backbiting on each other, killing each other, because if we kill all each other up, we don't have no talent left. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what it's going to take is for the right people to see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to start something viral, and I feel like that it's going to do good.
So you mentioned it a little bit. You want like a big deal, like a record label deal.
If I could, my dream right now is that if I could get a big record deal, I would be blessed. But if I can get me one record that would get me noticed across the world and open doors for me to open doors for other people, I'm a much better artist finder, talent finder, and talent representative than I am, you know, an artist, I feel. So I feel like that I'm just gonna get in where I can get in, and then once I'm in there, I'm gonna be able to help a lot of young guys blossom, you know what I'm saying? So that's really my goal, you know what I'm saying? So if I can get a good deal right now, where I can help a lot of people blossom, that's my dream right now. I don't want to keep it for myself. I don't even really feel like I want to do this a long time, but I do want to be entertaining music and help people, because I like to create, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to come in as a beat maker or producer, as a rapper, but that's my way in. I'm gonna get in, make some good money, and try to help other people as soon as possible.
Tell them what we just did.
Yo, we did the Juke Fest. Juke Festival.
Yeah, 2K17 down here, Clinton Sports Complex. Joint was live though. It was their first year running it. Shouts out to Vig Entertainment.
Who else?
DJ Popcorn was on the ones and twos.
Yes.
DJ Ambitious out. DJ jumped in. Banger Bill was on the drums. So it's the first time we got Bill outside of his normal realm to come do what he do every day for other people.
He left because he got a Chitlin convention to go to. You know, so.
Shouts out to Tammy Too Much, Sam. Everybody was here. We had a good time.
Had a good time, man. You know what I mean? Chasing the dream.
Let's keep chasing.
You know?
We working. We still running too.
So you said that you're a good finder of talent, and it seems like talented people kind of gravitate towards you. Why do you think that is?
It's different when like everybody chasing the same dream, and I heard Nick Cannon say one time, like it's talent all across the world, but you gotta live, eat, sleep, and shit. Excuse my language, music. And if you're not willing to give up the necessities, the reality, and what's real in life, you know, this ain't what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit, and it hurt because I put so much in. I don't really thought about it, you know, but not, you know, prospering or getting where they need to get in this music shit, you know what I'm saying? So I just try to be different. I don't really look for too much. There's a lot of things I be wanting, you know what I'm saying? But just got patience, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that mine gonna come when they need to come. It wasn't meant for me to get mine overnight, you know what I'm saying? Or I would have had it, you know what I'm saying? But my time coming, I just gotta continue to work, and the more I work, the more better response I get, and you know I get the better feeling. And then at this point, if I never get a deal, I know I done made some people feel good, I done changed some people's lives, I done did a lot of things. So what more could you get out of it besides the money at this point? You feel what I'm saying? I got everything else out of it that I could want, you know what I'm saying? People believe that, you know, you can be where I'm from and you can do different. My city and me being in my city have showed that. Me, a couple guys, Rico, Caddy, Honey, it's not just me that showed that, you know, if this is what you want, you can do it, you know what I'm saying? But somebody gotta do it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't letting up though, Diamond. I want it too bad, man. I'm talking about, I don't think they understand, man. I ain't cried at my own son's funeral, Doug, but there's something about this music that can break me down every time, bro. I don't understand what it is. I don't even cry at funerals. But music is like a part of me that I just don't understand. I don't know what it is. I'm so emotional when it comes to this music shit because I gave my all. I gave everything up for this shit, Diamond, you know what I'm saying? Imagine coming from a world where you had everything. Everything. And not everything in the aspect of whether it was a good thing or whether you was the man, but just everything with ways and everything. Then because you pursue one thing, you look up and you have no way but this dream right there. You feel what I'm saying? And then the other hand is the reality. You feel what I'm saying? And in between the line is you trying to get from here to here. You understand what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people get fucked up, because they don't know how to maintain. You feel what I'm saying? You got people think that you gotta go take a couple years off and go sell all the dope and then come back and rap. You got people feel like they ain't got no dope, they ain't no good as a rapper. You got people feel like they gotta kill people to become famous. You know what I'm saying? They got all the different motives, man, and that's just not what it's about. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, like, you know, they done broke the code here in Baltimore with it being a tough market, but the world wanna hear something real and something promising from Baltimore. You understand? We want to hear that this way this guy came from, or this way this campaign came from. It was real, but now there's on something different. Look at the Jeezys. That's what you understand what I'm saying? Jeezy was real, but he changed. Jeezy not selling drugs anymore. You understand what I'm saying? But it was everything he's rapped was a real life, and that's what we need. We don't need nobody coming in trying to get in and then be Meek Mill or be Gotti. We need a Baltimore guy to come in with a real story, whoever it may be. Or just talent, you understand? And that's because where people mental went with Baltimore, like Heron, you know, the Wire, the Corn, Lord Melvin Williams. So they're actually waiting for that true story behind someone that was really in these streets. And at this point, not just saying because, you know, I'm a little older, but I don't feel like no 18 or 17-year-old guy going to give it to them. It's not. They, you know, they need someone that they can say that really lived a Gotti age, a Jeezy age, because of the market we came from. You know what I'm saying? How could you be 19 and say you got all the money and you the richest nigga in Baltimore, period? Baltimore been around a long time. You only been living 18 years. You understand what I'm saying? So like when they get the story from Baltimore, it's a tough market for us, but somebody got to come out of here like that. And then once they open the doors, it can't just be that. It got to be that with change. And see, I'm strategically trying to do that. You feel what I'm saying? You know, where I came from, nobody can change that right now. But it's where I'm at now and where I'm trying to go is, you know, the big picture. So I feel like that, you know, half of my work is done because you can't take where I came from. But it's what I'm doing actively and where I'm trying to go that matters. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to change it. I'm going to get it. It's going to take one day at a time. It might take another 10 years, Diamond, but I'm going to get them. Believe me, and when I crack the code, it's going to be amazing. Why? And I'm gonna go hard on them. They not gonna stop me. I don't give a fuck how much they try. I know they're strategically trying to hide me, Diamond. I'm telling you some real stuff. They're trying to hide me because most of these guys is my peers. So for me to win was like, how did I let this happen for him and not me? I know these people, you know what I'm saying? But, and you know, I ain't here to start nothing, just like my syringe. People using my syringe, and now people in the industry trying to use it and trying to sneak it in there, but we ain't allowing that, you know what I'm saying? That's just not right. Instead of entertaining it or helping, you know, this career blossom or this campaign blossom, you want to take that from me, you know what I'm saying? Why? Because I'm not going to allow you just to do anything to me. I put a lot of hard sweat and tears in this stuff, yo, you know what I'm saying? I ain't just going to let you just take that from me. I really want this. I can't sleep night. I ain't slept in about 7 years behind music, literally. Every day waking up a rapper. And I come from a guy that didn't even want to be around people unless it was my kind, because of the decisions I made, you feel what I'm saying? But that's what I did. And now I gotta be something totally different and really with nothing. That shit is like totally like fucked up in my world, you know what I'm saying, where I come from. But it's the reality of the business, you know what I'm saying, where you're trying to go, you gotta change the people, places, and things. I did that, I'm going through it, so I'm just going to celebrate on my way to it, you know what I'm saying, because I know it's coming, you know what I'm saying. Straight like that.
But I ain't never turn my phone on, and I ain't never leave my tone home. I got some bad bitches with me. I heard these niggas tryna get me, and I ain't never turn my phone on.